So now I want to replace this text right here with its own component. And instead of loading, we are going to have a component. And in here, we are going to use a React Bootstrap spinner component. And for the text right here, for the error message, we are just going to use a React Bootstrap alert message. So we are also going to create its own component, and we are going to use the alert component here from React Bootstrap. So in React Bootstrap, we have alerts, and we are going to set this to a variant of read in that error message. And for the spinner, we are just going to use the spinner component, and it's going to look something like this. So we are going to see a spinner instead of this loading text. So let's go ahead and we will go into source, and in components, we want to create first a loader .js. And we also want a message.js. So message.js, and we will start with a spinner here. So we'll just go into loader, and I'm going to create my component. So I'm going to use my shortcut here. We will create the loader component, and we want to import from React Bootstrap. We want to import that spinner. So from React, that's Bootstrap, and we will load in the spinner component. Okay, so we'll just do spinner. And now that I have that component, I can actually replace this div because it is its own component now. And to actually style this, we just need to add in some attributes here. So for animation, I will go into the documentation, and if you look into the documentation, I recommend studying what we are doing here to actually set the animation. We want to set that to border to get this kind of spinner. If we do grow, it's going to give us something like this. So this is just that styling the variations of it. And then we also want to set role to status. So let's just go ahead and set animation. And this is going to be border and then role. That's going to be status, and we are going to add in some inline styling here. So let's just do style. And because this is inline, we are going to do the double curly braces like that, and we are going to set the height. This is going to be 100 pixels, and also the width is going to be 100 pixels here. So we set this, and we also want to set margin and display. So we'll do margin. We are going to set this one to auto, and display we'll just do block. So display then block here in quotes. So we have that, and we also want to add a span tag. So inside of this spinner right here, after the opening tag, we'll just do span, and we are going to set this as a class, and inside we'll just do loading dot uh, dot, and for the class name we'll just do uh, sr dash on, and that should be it for our component sr only. So let's go ahead and load this in real quick. So we'll go into our home screen, and I'm going to take our product component, and we'll just throw in our loader. So it also from component. So we'll throw in loader, and this should also be loader, and we can take this component now and replace loading right here, and we should see our spinner. So let's go ahead and do that. Close this out, and let's just check this in the front end. So if we refresh this, we should see our loader right here. So it appears really fast, but it's there now. So if this takes a while to make that call, it's going to load, and it will actually see that spinning there. So the component there, and we want to go ahead and move to that alert box. So we'll close out loader, and in message, let's go ahead and create this component. So we'll do RFC, FRC. Oh no, no, RFCE shortcut. That's shortcut I'm using for creating function component, and in here we are going to import the alert message. So we'll just do from React this bootstrap. So React bootstrap, and let's go ahead and import what? Alert. So we can also replace this right here. So we can replace alert. And in here, we are going to pass in some variants into the message here. So we'll just do variant for the color of the box that we want. And we are also going to throw in the children. So we are going to inherit right here. So we'll throw in children as a prop. Did I spell that right? That needs to be an R and then E right there. Children spelling. And as the variants right here, we'll throw that in right here. So we'll just do variant as a prop, and this will just be the variant that we pass in from the front. Okay, so we'll set that variant and we can pass the children in right here. So we'll just do children, and now we want to use this also within the component. So let's go ahead and we'll copy the loader and we'll just change this to message, and this will also be message right here. So we'll pass that in. So we want to use this component now down here, and instead of just loading in the component like this and then passing it in down here, we are just going to change these h3 tags to that message component. So I will explain what's going on. So now we are actually wrapping this error message in that component, and so we are able to pass an error as a child into this component, which is how we are able to do something uh, like this. So we pass it in as a prop and we can use it down here. So we also need to set the variant. So if we go into bootstrap, uh, we'll actually set the variant first. So we'll just do variant and it equals. So to actually set the color here, we can go into here, and to get this red, so we need to set the variant to danger. So we get a list of options right here. This is going to change the color. So if we set this to danger, we are going to get that error message, and that's going to be red. So let's just set danger. And now if I test this, let's actually cause an error. So we'll go into our action, into our product action. I want to go ahead and change this to P now. I want to go ahead, yes. And when we get back that alert, it's going to look like this. So we passed in that variant that gives us the red, and now we get this error. Okay, and if we don't have an error, we'll save that. If we replace this now, we will see that loader and everything turns out. So the next thing we are going to do is add in some our data into the store for our product page. So we are going to use the action and reducer for this page now.